Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Monica, and today I thought it'd be nice to do just like a nice chill catch up, get ready with me. It's been a bit since I've actually done a get ready with me with like some life updates, so I thought we could just go through, do my makeup, test out some new makeup I have, and have fun. And I'm super excited to say that this video is actually sponsored. It's my first sponsorship here on this channel. Today's video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. I first heard of Ana Luisa through some of my favorite YouTubers and their sponsorships, and I've been dying to try the brand ever since. I actually, not gonna lie, before they reached out to me, I already had a list of Ana Luisa pieces that I was gonna like send the links on to Alvin in like a wink wink nudge nudge Christmas gift, birthday gift kind of thing. And then they reached out to me and I was so excited to work with them and get some PR through them. He's still getting some new pieces, like some new links and whatnot, but now he's just gonna have my discount code to use with them too. Ana Luisa is a sustainable jewelry brand that brings you amazing handcrafted pieces that you don't have to break the bank for. As a company, they are 100% carbon and water neutral, and they focus on creating great pieces using recyclable materials wherever possible. Their entire supply chain is transparent from the very beginning all the way to your delivery. They specify exactly where all of their gemstones come from, including their lab-grown diamonds, which are the only diamonds I will ever support. Their pieces are gold-plated brass and sterling silver, and each piece is delivered with care in 100% recyclable packaging with reusable boxes, cotton pouches, and recyclable jewelry cards. They don't sacrifice class and quality for this either. The cloth pouches are absolutely adorable and perfect for long-term jewelry storage. I feel great that everything else in the package can be recycled as well. My absolute favorite piece from them is the one that I'm wearing right now. This is called the Kari Reversible necklace, and it's a double-sided reversible celestial coin necklace, and it literally, like, I saw this on the website where it was just like the black, like the all black with like that little stone, the cubic zirconia, and I was just like, that's me. It looks like me. It's like a perfect everyday necklace, and it has been a perfect everyday necklace. I think I've rarely taken this off ever since I've gotten it, and it just matches perfectly to all of my favorite outfits, which means it matches all my favorite all black outfits. Ana Luisa was also kind enough to send me the key lock necklace, which is a very cute little padlock necklace. It strikes the perfect balance between dainty and classic. They also sent me the Farina earrings, which look like the cutest little Sailor Moon earrings ever, and I love them to pieces. Ana Luisa calls their pieces intuitive and thoughtful, simple pleasures to look at and live in every day, and I 100% agree. These pieces are classy and timeless. These amazing pieces make me look and feel like $1,000,000 without breaking the bank, especially because all of their pieces start at $39, and you can save 10% off of your order with the code MONICAAP10. That's MONICAAP10, and you can use the link that I have down in the description box below. That's not an affiliate link, it's just a code to save you guys a little bit of money, so I hope you'll check them out if you're interested. Thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video, and let's jump into the get ready with me. Alright, so for makeup, I'm gonna make sure, like, I'll try to remember to say everything that I'm using as we go along, but if I forget, I will have everything listed in the description box down below. I've got a few new makeup products that I want to try out, though the majority of this are just kind of some old favorites that I picked out in my last Shop My Stash. Even with that video, I'll throw it up in the cards. But some new products, I did just pick up my first Natasha Denona midi palette. This is the Sunrise palette, and it is very, very pretty, so we have that to play with. I also placed an order with BH Cosmetics. I picked up their Party in Puerto Rico palette, mainly because I'm Puerto Rican, but also I just really wanted to try these out because I've never tried out any of these like travel palettes from BH Cosmetics, so I can't wait to jump into this too. Alright, getting started. I already primed. I do have some redness coming through today, so I decided to use the Acne Fighting Putty Primer. They don't advertise this as, you know, combating redness, but it is a green tinted primer, so I thought why not. And also I'm kind of breaking out down here, so I wanted, what is that sparkly thing right here? I am breaking out a little bit, so I wanted to use the Acne Fighting Putty Primer, so I went ahead and already applied that. For foundation today, I'm trying to use up this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. It's not like my 100% like favorite. It's a decent foundation, and I think it's only slightly too light for me, but we can make it work. Concealer is going to be the Pat McGrath concealer, and I have the shade L2, and then I'm testing out a new powder to me. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, the loose powder. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm intrigued to see how it works for baking. Alright, and I'm going to look over. I've got notes on everything that I want to talk about today, because like I literally had like so much I wanted to talk about. I couldn't even like think of, you know, what order or what I wanted to talk about, so I literally had to make a list. Alright, so first off, of course, is the sponsorship, the sponsor of this video. It's my very first sponsorship ever on this channel, and I am just so grateful and just like excited for it. And I'm so excited to see what I can do with my channel moving forward. I'm putting this on using a Sigma round kabuki. I do have a video that just went up. It's all of my current favorite makeup brushes. This isn't one of them, but literally all my other brushes, they're so dirty I have to wash them, and I just did not have time today. I've just been so busy trying to get a lot of stuff done today, so I just did not have the time. So this isn't one of them, but I just needed a brush to just put foundation on, and it works, you know. So yeah, so the first sponsorship, like, I was just so happy when Ana Luisa reached out. And like I said, I literally have seen like my favorite YouTubers get sponsored by Ana Luisa, and I've been dying to try the jewelry. And so now, not only like do I have my first sponsorship, but I'm able to try the jewelry. And then because I really do want to buy more pieces. Like, I had a list of pieces that I wanted to buy already, so I've got more pieces I want to try out. I really want to try out some of their bracelets, because I got the necklace, because honestly, like, for an everyday kind of thing, I'm definitely more likely to wear necklaces. I love necklaces, but they have so many cute bracelets and earrings. Though for earrings, I have not really worn earrings a lot recently, mainly because like I live with my AirPods and my headphones in, so earrings just kind of get in the way. I used to wear them more when I actually went into the office, because I wouldn't wear my headphones all day when I was in the office, but like now I do. So I actually need to pick up a bottle of like the earring disinfectant, you know, you would get after you first get your ears pierced, because it's been a while since I put earrings in, so I think I'm gonna have to like poke them through. And I want to make sure I have like disinfectant to take care of anything there. I was also super excited when I heard from Ana Luisa, because it kind of like helped assuage like my fears I had when I changed my channel schedule, which is kind of the next thing I wanted to talk about. So if you're new here or you missed it, a few weeks ago I did announce that I was changing my upload schedule. I used to well, let's go back. Once upon a time, I used to put videos up 5 times a week, which was a lot. It was a lot, but to be quite frank, I think at that time I wasn't working full-time. I was part-time trying to work up to full-time. And I was really passionate. I really wanted something to keep me busy, honestly, throughout the week. But then when I moved to the company that I'm currently working my full-time job at now, wasn't sustainable. I could not do the 5 videos a week, and I was just stressing myself out. So I had to change it. And that's when I switched from 5 videos a week. I went down to 3. And that was back in like 2018, late 2018, early 2019. And since then, I was keeping up with the 3 videos a week, but not only am I at a higher position now, I was promoted back at the end of 2020. I'm working a lot, and this year, both my manager and her manager left the company, and so like I'm now one of the people that has a lot of the knowledge from the team, and it's been a really busy year. I'm not complaining, honestly. It's been not too, like, you know, when you're busy, it's a good kind of busy. Let's put it that way. It's a good kind of busy, keeping me busy, but not to the point of like stressing out too much every night. So things have been busier work-wise, and then on top of that, I actually started a course. I am trying to get my certification in project management, and there's a certain number of hours and basically a course you have to take beforehand, and it directly ties into what like I'm doing at work, so that's fascinating, and honestly, I love learning. I work in educational publishing, so I love learning, I love books, I love reading. So a lot of my time now is also taken up by the course that I'm taking and the studying I have to do and the exam that I'm going to have to take sometime in like October. So honestly, all of that put together, along with just like my actual trying to have a social life too, 3 videos a week was just becoming too much. And I was worried. I was so worried about moving to 2 videos a week. I didn't think it'd be enough content. I didn't know if like you guys would still be interested, if I could fit in all the videos that I wanted to do. But honestly, it's been so nice, and it's been working out so well. And I think like the sponsorship coming through when it did kind of solidified that fact to me, because I'm a chronic overworker. It's actually one of the reasons why I love Taylor Wynn so much, because she also seems to be a chronic overworker. Like, we always have to be productive, but it's definitely prudent that we learn how to take a step back and like relax and not overwork ourselves, because I'm definitely something who will overwork myself. So just seeing the support you guys have given on the last few videos, and then having the sponsorship come through, it just kind of solidified in my mind, like it's okay. Like, you can do 2 videos a week and it'll still be fine, it'll still be fun, and you'll still have the content that you want to put out there. So I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me, supporting the channel. leaving comments, messaging me on Instagram. I do this because I love the community that we have here, and I love the filming, I love the editing, I love the learning, I love interacting with you guys. So thank you for making this just so much fun and fulfilling for me. So that loose powder is really white. I didn't think it'd be that bright. So I'm gonna go in for face powder. I am so close to finishing this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. You see there's only a little bit left there. So hopefully if we finish that up, I will move into my backup powder. I have this AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Powder in the shade 152 Porcelain. So yeah, I've been keeping myself nice and busy. We've got the course that I'm taking. The exam is coming up soon. Keeping busy with work. Keeping busy with like friends and family. Now that it's fall, we're gonna start doing, hopefully, like some more family get-togethers. I really want to go to a farm. We live in New Jersey. There's a ton of farms. I want to go pumpkin picking. I want to go apple picking. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I cannot wait to do all of that. And actually, our anniversary, I'm filming this in late September. Our anniversary is October 2nd. And I think we're going to try and go to our favorite bar. We love Barcade. It's like a combination of bar and arcade. And it was our favorite place to go like pre-COVID. But of course, with everything that's been happening, we've only gone out to eat a couple of times. And other than that, we really haven't done anything other than like the wedding we went to a couple weeks ago. But we really wanted to do Barcade for our anniversary because it's like one of our favorite date spots, and they just reopened a couple of weeks ago. So I think we're going to try and do that. And I'm excited. This year, it's going to be 4 years. 5 years we've been friends. 4 years we've been dating. And that's exciting. And we're coming up on 1 year living together. We moved in together this January in 2021, and we said we wanted to live together for at least a year before we got engaged. So theoretically, we'd be looking at getting engaged early 22. Okay, so up close, that powder looks like it's set pretty decently. I do see, like in the camera, it looks like there's more of a white cast. I haven't used a powder that's left a white cast in quite a bit, so I'm hoping once we do the rest of my makeup and like do setting spray, that'll go away a little bit. For contour, I'm going to use the Charrlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. This is in my Petty Project pan, and I did hit pan in the highlight. If you missed that update, I'll throw that video up in the cards. But I want to use this bronzer contour shade for contour. For bronzer, I'm going to use the lighter shade in the Smashbox Ablaze face palette, this one up here. I pulled this out because I really I'm feeling orange blush. Like I don't have like just like a bright orange blush. I think I have like an eyeshadow. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. So I might pull that out in my next Shop My Stash because I've just been craving like stark orange, like neon orange blush. But this is the closest blush I have to that. So I'm going to use this for blush. For highlighter, I really wanted to pull out the Nicole Guerriero Glow. That is so hard to say. Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit here, and I'm going to use a combination. This shade Forever Young is like the perfect nude highlight on me, so I'm going to use a combination of that and the Glow Getter shade. So we talked about the channel, we talked about work, a little bit about my social life. Let's talk about Rex for a bit. Rex has had a very busy, not very busy, but a pretty busy couple of weeks. So a few weeks ago, actually like 2 months ago now, we noticed that Rex, it looked like Rex had chipped a tooth. And it was like one of his back, I think, canine teeth. It looked like it was chipped, and Alvin actually noticed it first. And we were like, oh, how did he do that? Like, he doesn't really do anything other than just kind of hang out with me. We go out on our walks. We play in the apartment, nothing too crazy. And so we really had no idea what had happened. So we made an appointment to talk to, the vet to see if it was anything to worry about, what had happened. So we took him in to go get seen, and they did say, yeah, he did split like one of his teeth. He did chip it pretty badly. And that it wasn't anything like to worry about right now, but there was the potential for it to get infected later on or something else to happen to it. So we decided to do a preventative measure and just get like that tooth pulled, essentially. So we made an appointment. Since it wasn't super urgent, we waited a couple of weeks to get the appointment. We had to do the pre-blood work appointment in order for him to, make sure everything's okay there. He is 6 years old. He's getting a little bit older, but honestly, corgis, they can get really old. My grandma actually just met a guy in her neighborhood who has a 12-year-old corgi. So let's hope that Rex becomes a nice old man. Yes, that's right. You want to be an old man? So we got his blood work done, and then everything turned out fine. He went to the vet the whole day. You can hear his little tippy tappies. He just left the room. I don't think he likes me talking about him. So we dropped him off in the morning. He stayed there all day. They called us right before they did the actual tooth pull, and then right after they put him under for the thing. So he was totally sedated. He's on pain medication right now. He's actually got some antibiotics and pain meds that we're working on with him. And we have to make sure we soak his food in water so it's nice and mushy for him, so it's not too bad. So everything's been going great ever since. We just have to make sure we soak his food. But I got like really anxious, and also this is a little bit embarrassing. But the day that he was at the vet, I felt so lonely. Like I've been used to, because I work from home full time, right? I was so used to having him here in the apartment with me all day, because Alvin, he works at their grocery store. So I was so used to just having somebody like Rex with me all day, and like I didn't realize how much I talk to him throughout the day, or how much I love our schedule, kind of our routine every day, until he was at the vet. And I felt very, very sad. I felt really sad and really lonely, and so I was super, extra excited and happy when him and Alvin came home at the end of the day. So I'm just really grateful that his little tooth pull went all right, and that he's doing all right. We've got him on antibiotics. We've got his new feeding schedule. We have to switch from the slow feeder bowl that we normally feed him to a regular just kind of metal bowl, because we have to soak the food, and the slow feeder isn't going to be great for his tooth for at least another couple of weeks. We also can't give him any greenies, so he doesn't get his lunch greenie for another couple weeks. And speaking of Rex, I have just been on TikTok a lot, just to like watch videos and laugh and just get some crumbs of serotonin. But I've been obsessed with like the little dog videos and pet videos that I've seen, and I really wanted a place to just like do those videos with Rex. So I made Rex a TikTok. This is his TikTok. If you're at all interested in seeing me mess around with a cute corgi, it's there. But I'm so glad I have that place. I also have a personal TikTok, but to be quite frank, I rarely post there. It's mainly just for me to like watch cute videos, and every now and then I'll post something, and it's really only if I see like a cute trend that I want to do. Like there was a trend about the fall filter and like home decor, so I posted a little TikTok about like the home decor we have and how cool it looks with the fall decor. But to be frank, I'm not going to be on a regular posting schedule on TikTok. I personally don't like beauty content on TikTok. It's too short form. Even though the videos can now go up to 3 minutes, I don't know how you can get a full review. You can't get a full review from a product from a TikTok. So I won't use it for anything beauty. I've posted, like whenever I get products from influencers, sometimes they'll tell you where you have to post reviews. And I've gotten one product where I had to post a review on TikTok. So I did it. I didn't think it was that great. To be frank, I'd rather post a review on Instagram or on YouTube. But, so yeah, so that's a thing, but I've been having a lot of fun with Rex's TikToks. He's had, 500 followers in the week since I've made it, so that's fun. That's like a fourth of his YouTube following already. So, not YouTube following, it's like a fourth of his Instagram following already, and it's just been a lot of fun. Alright, so now that we have most of our base done, I'm going to go ahead and jump off and do the boring stuff. I'm going to do my brows real quick. I'm going to set my eye primer, throw that on, and then I'm going to do some setting spray, and then we'll be back to play with some new eyeshadows. Alright, and I am back. And Rex is back too. I just did the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre right over here as, hello buddy, as my eye primer, and I set that with my setting powder, the Stay Matte powder, which I actually just finished, so now this is an empty, yay. I did my brows with my usual, this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Risk Maker. It's just a black cream shadow that I just really like using for my brows. And then for setting spray, I just did a good layer of Fix Plus and then the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And then I just used my little handheld fan to set everything. I feel so fancy when I use this for my setting spray now. Because I used to use just like a regular handheld fan, and then I had a fan and I literally used it so much like I broke the legs off of the fan, because it used to have those bendable kind of legs. So those broke off, and Alvin found this cute one on Amazon, and it's got a little stand, so you can put it in the stand or you could hold it. And now I use this for my setting spray and for my work desk, and I feel so fancy. So let's jump into eyeshadow. I have been dying to try out this Sunrise palette from Natasha Denona, and to be quite frank, this yellow and like this orange are calling to me. I want them on my eyes, so I'm going to jump in with those shades first. So this is my first time seeing a midi palette from Natasha, like in person and actually using one. I have to say, I really like the size of the pans. At first I thought, maybe they might be a little too small, But as someone who is currently panning a Natasha Denona palette, the shadows last forever. They really do. And you really have such big pans in her normal, like, big palettes. So these seem to be around the same size as what you would get maybe in her mini palette. Let me grab a mini palette. Okay, so they are slightly bigger. I am looking at, I don't know if I can hold them up. I'll throw a picture up here. But looking at the pan sizes in the mini palette versus what's in this midi palette, it seems to be slightly larger. So they're not exactly the same size, but they're, I would say, about 15% larger than the pan sizes in the mini palettes. Which to me, that's a decent amount of product, knowing how, like, far these shadows go and how densely they are actually packed and how pigmented they are, like this. I think this is actually, like, a really good value for the $65 for the mini. Like, I wish so much that, like, I could have gotten into makeup, or I wish that the mini palettes and the midi palettes from Natasha were around when I first got into makeup. Because when I got into makeup, like, at the point where I first heard about Natasha, she only had the huge $200-something palettes. She didn't have anything else yet. And then when the Sunset palette came out, it was a phenomenon. It was the moment. It was the everything. And I was dying over that palette. I literally saved up for 8 months to afford that palette on sale. And then I finally got it. That's why it's, like, one of my most sentimental palettes ever. And that's part of the reason why I've stuck with Natasha for so long, because I do like the quality of her palettes. They are a bit pricey, but honestly, they last forever, and I love the majority of the color stories. The only palette that I regret getting was the big 200-something green-brown palette, because since she's come out with smaller versions of green and brown shadow, so I did not need that whole big palette. So this shade is stunning. This is the shade Citrine. So now I'm going to go with the shade Carnelian down here. Oh, that is looking so pretty. That's actually kind of like almost the shade of, like, the orange I wanted for blush. So while I'm blending this in, I guess I will talk about the last topic I wanted to talk about, which was the new iPhone. So I'm someone who never really jumped on, like, the brand new phone every year kind of hype train. I got my first iPhone, watch me date myself. I got my first iPhone when I was a freshman in college. Because before then, I had flip phones, because the Razr flip phone was, like, everything back then. And after I had my Razr flip phone, my dad had an old BlackBerry, like a nice looking BlackBerry, but a BlackBerry, that he wasn't using and that had a full keyboard. And I wanted the whole keyboard because I texted a lot because I was a teenage girl. And so I had that BlackBerry until, like, my senior year of high school. My senior year of high school, I had a BlackBerry. And it wasn't until I went to college, I ended up going to Washington, D.C. for college. And I was moving far away from family. I didn't really have any family in the area. And my dad was like, you're getting a smartphone. You need a smartphone for college. I think I'm going to leave it there for mattes. I'm going to go ahead and do those same shades on the lower lash line, and then we'll pick a shade to do on the lid. And when I do my lower lash line, I like to do it kind of in reverse. So I will first take the darker shade and stamp it on and then blend it out. And then I'll blend it out with the lighter shade that I used. So my freshman year of college, which was 2011, I got my first iPhone, and it was the iPhone 3, I'm pretty sure. So I got that iPhone 3, and I babied that iPhone for years and years and years. I think all throughout, like, school. Because the next iPhone I got, I kept that phone, and I saved and I saved. The next phone I got was the iPhone 8. And I'm pretty sure I either got it on sale or it was kind of a hand-me-down or something. And then I did the same thing. I babied that thing for years. And then I finally, a couple years ago, I upgraded from the 8 to the 11. And it was the regular 11, which is the one that I have now. This is like the regular 11. It's not the Pro Max or whatever with the extra camera lenses. And that phone is totally paid off. I've had that for a few years now. And I've been debating. I've been saving up for a while, and I really wanted to save up and either upgrade, like, my camera or my phone. I was kind of thinking either way, because at this point, the cameras on iPhones are, like, so good, especially if you get the Pro Max with all the lenses. They basically rival actual cameras now. And I've had this same camera since, like, 2018. So, like, this camera I haven't updated in a bit, but to be frank, like, it works just fine. It does everything that I needed to do right here, except for the microphone. So I do have a separate mic. That was another thing I was thinking about, but I think I'm going to upgrade my microphone pretty soon, so I don't have to do as much work with soundproofing. Anyway, So I was debating whether to upgrade my camera or my phone. And the iPhone 13 was announced. And to be frank, it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be. And I finally found out that you can actually buy a phone outright and then like not have to put it. Because the way that I've had phones up until now, either got them hand-me-down or I bought them through my carrier, AT&T, and had to do the monthly plan. They wouldn't let you like buy the phone outright. You had to sign a contract and do everything. Now, I guess since I've been a customer for a bit, or I don't know if it's been an option, but I can just buy the phone outright and just add it to my plan. And that way I don't have to add extra monthly fees or whatever. I just have the new phone. So I've been saving up. I had the money and I was like, you know what? I want to go ahead and treat myself and get the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's going to be a bigger phone, but it's I use my phone literally every day, all the time, like all the time. And I really wanted the upgraded camera, and I've seen videos and I've seen like tests and whatnot. The camera is like stunning, especially when it comes to like filming. Like they have this new thing called cinematic mode, which I think is going to be beautiful because I really wanted to use my iPhone to shoot like B-roll or possibly even like vlogs. I was thinking about doing maybe some vlogs as like bonus videos, but I kind of wanted to do that like on my camera or on my phone, something I had with me when I was out and about, and it would be less worrisome because honestly I'm afraid to like travel with this camera or just like take it with me to the store and stuff because like if I break it, that's it, like that's my only camera, you know. So I really wanted to do it on my phone. So long story short, I finally decided to treat myself to like a brand new iPhone for the first time. So I think I actually had to pre-order it through AT&T since it just came out and they didn't really have any available. So I think I'm getting it in like a week and a half. But I'm going to have the brand new phone. It's going to be paid for outright, so I don't have to do the monthly plan. And I'm just excited that I was able to save up, get myself this. It's going to be great for like my Instagram. It's going to be great for Rex's TikToks. It's going to be great to hopefully film some B-roll, some extra footage for this channel. So I am just like thrilled and excited and happy for that. All right, I think I want to use the shade Agate, right? I think it's Agate or Agate, who knows? But I want to use that on my lid. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on with some NYX Glitter Glue. Okay, and to finish up the shadows, I'm going to use the shade Laurel right here just for my inner corner. I'm also going to throw some just on my brow bone because why not? For mascara, I've actually really liked using these two kind of layered. This is a sample of the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury, and then this I got in PR. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. Alright, so for lipstick, I kind of want to go ahead and test out a newer black lipstick to my collection that I'm testing out before my next best and worst of black lipsticks video. I have actually just made a playlist with all of my black lipstick videos. I'll throw it up in the cards if you guys are interested. And this is from Filmstar. This is the Coven Cosmetics. I believe, honestly, I don't know because I haven't bought anything from Filmstar. This is my very first time. I think this is their house brand. It looked like their house brand. I could be 100% wrong. Please correct me down below. But this is their black lipstick in the shade Void. And this was actually a subscriber recommendation from my last video. So I want to go ahead and just apply this and see how it looks. Alright, and there we have it. This is the final look. Honestly, the lipstick dried down super fast. It's a little bit drier than I was kind of expecting, but opacity, not bad. Make sure you subscribe so that whenever I do come out with my next best and worst of black lipsticks video, you will be notified. The eyeshadows, I am just thrilled at having an actual midi from Natasha Denona. I think I'm not going to do a full video review just on this palette. I'll probably come out with an overall, like comparing every size of Natasha palettes and, you know, which Natasha palette is right for you. So probably not anytime soon, but that's kind of what I want to do once I fully test out the palette. And so far, these shades I'm loving. I'm feeling like a spooky sunflower. It's kind of the vibe that I was going for. Oh, I was thinking like a bright yellow headband would probably worked better for this, but you know what? The gold, it's all tying in. All right, and that's it. Thank you guys so much for chilling with me, having a nice chatty get ready with me. Thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out the link in my description box down below, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.